5, 4.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow. Hi, everyone.
Wow.
Hi, Harrison.
Hello.
Wow, welcome. This is episode 70 of the NgoVo Convo podcast, where two stupids make a hype.
That's right. It's hype.
Hype. I got you. Tricking you. I'm one of your hosts, Veronica Bo, and I'm joined by Harrison No. He's right over there. He's that way.
Over here, and she's over there.
Yeah.
You got it.
You get the drill. Everyone knows the drill. If you're
Unless
new
you're
here,
listening.
yeah, that's true. If you're new here, we just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics, but also we have a never-ending backlog that we're trying to clear out. Because some would say
What a task.
Conversing, like NgoVo Convo.
Oh, like NgoVo Convo?
Yes.
Conversing about our never-ending backlog.
Our backlog. Get
Makes
it?
me sad.
Get it? You can watch every episode at youtube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. We're on 10 different platforms, literally everywhere, on all the mainstream. Everywhere. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about Love is War, Season 3. Because we already...
Not the last season.
Not the last season. Not
because I thought it was.
Not it being that Harrison finished this before me and had to catch up, and now we're just doing an episode.
Well, we couldn't wait because this whole thing started with Valentine's too, did it not?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'll tell everyone what episodes are first two.
Okay.
So you haven't finished the series, season 1 and 2 and 3. It's all 3 seasons. Duh. Come back to us in a day or two. Like this video. Put us on another tab. You know the drill.
Duh.
By the way, we're going to be talking about our sponsor. Wow. Wait, I can't even talk. It's Monday. Oh my God. We're sponsored by Anchor, which we'll get into later.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I don't have a script today. Just gonna. That's going to be a clip. I just
Ballsy.
So, season 1, we talked about in episode 40, which was our Valentine's Day episode this year. And then episode 68, not 69, 68 was
what
season 2.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Yeah, so Love is War season 3, it aired this year for spring. And it just ended back in June, so it hasn't been too long. What your wife did mention was that this manga is ending very soon.
Mm-hmm.
As we're speaking, I think it's ending in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's wrapping up.
Yeah, it's wrapping up. But yeah, we'll talk about that post spoiler. But yeah, Harrison, non-spoiler thoughts. 3, 2, 1, go.
So good. I was so invested. This is why I stopped. I was ahead of Veronica on this one because I could not stop watching. I was gonna say unsurprisingly, but kind of surprisingly, just hooked all the way. I think I just kept wanting to know what's next because the tension is there. If you haven't seen anything before this, there's just like the romantic tension between the two two main people. Yeah, no, it's good. 100%. It was also, to my knowledge, when I think my wife or I saw it, my anime list is also kind of swayed. Honestly, I don't think.
You don't watch a lot of romance.
No, I don't. So the fact that it beat out, it was rated higher than Brotherhood. Granted, Brotherhood has a lot of votes, right? But it was just rated higher for the longest bit.
It beat out Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan.
That's fine. No, that doesn't matter. I don't care.
What matters is that
it beat Brotherhood on my
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The other ones, I was like, it happens, right? It's just that slice of the season they're not airing easy, but typically Brotherhood's always on top. But anyway,
I think that fandom got pissed, so
they voted.
So.
Also, my anime list is weird, but that's a whole nother topic.
That could be another episode.
But it was just interesting. No, it's just I was like, wow, it actually beat out Brotherhood for like the longest, for 2 weeks. And I was like, wow, this is cool. But I felt like it was deserved. It was just good watch, honestly.
Did you think 12 episodes was enough? Just a random thought that popped in my head. Because they do 12 episodes each season, so.
They do 12 episodes anyway, so I thought it was fine, honestly. Yeah. We'll talk about the details of why I think it's fine, but I can also see why maybe it's someone felt like it wasn't. Yeah. So. Yeah. But for me, it was fine. Agree.
I agree with you. I don't know why I stopped. I tend to have this bad habit of stopping right before the hype, and then I take a little break.
Yeah, we need to document a list. I just want to go through that at some point. Just be like, hey, Veronica, you stopped at this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh, yeah. It's everything you watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, so I have a bad habit of stopping right before the hype, and I take a little break, like 2-3 months, and then I remember that this podcast really does put me in my place sometimes. I'm like, oh, let me go finish this.
Yeah. Honestly, we just do this so that we can keep each other accountable. That's really all this is.
But it's been great. It was nonstop. And I'll let, in our spoiler thoughts, I'll let everyone know where I stopped.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsors. On today's episode, we are sponsored by Anchor. It is a free podcast hosting service that we actually use. We've been using Anchor since we've started the podcast. It's because there are creation tools that allow us to record and edit the podcast right from our phones and computers. A huge plus for us is that Anchor would distribute our podcast to all platforms such as Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and many more. It really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one spot. Please download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, anchor.fm to get started. Oh my goodness, and we're back.
Did you stop by any of the shops that are behind you?
Yeah, I did.
In the break?
Went this one, went to this one, to the tree.
If you want to know what we're talking about, you should probably just go on YouTube.
Yeah, or Spotify.
Spotify has it. I keep forgetting. We're in that.
Yeah.
I do. But we upload it.
I know. We upload it every week. We're going to get into spoiler thoughts. Season 3. So you haven't finished anything. Haven't clued in what season this is. Better stop now. Take a pause because we're going to be spoilers. 3, 2, 1, go. Where I stopped was on episode 5, which was the rapping episode. I stopped.
You stopped? Like before or after watching
No,
that?
afterwards. I stopped right there. I don't know why.
What the hell?
I honestly don't know why.
That was good. That was really good.
But it was quite traumatizing also. I think that's why I stopped.
Shirogane and his rapping skills.
In my notes, and his rapping skills.
Hey, he got good by the end. With the help of
PTSD.
Chica.
But yeah, how do you feel about this season? Spoiler thoughts available.
So again, I still feel like it was really fun to watch all the way through. But again, I watched it weekly. I think I kept up weekly.
You kept up weekly, yes.
But then, I kept up weekly. Yeah, and then I can see why the issue is because it, like I said at the beginning, if you haven't watched it. But we're going to spoil our thoughts. But again, I was talking about how the tension is between the two between Shirogane and Shinomiya, right?
Yeah.
Or Kaguya. So it's between the two.
Yeah.
But then they start introducing others, kind of, and it's like we mentioned in the last episode how it's nice that they don't introduce too many people, but when they do, it's nice. But in this one, it's they don't go into it too much, but they do throw in the kind
of like the third triangle.
Yeah, they introduced the Ishigami attempt of trying to ask out. I forgot her name also, the senpai, but
his crush.
His crush.
Yeah.
But also balancing the idea of Shinomiya and Shirogane.
Yeah.
But I feel like the reason why I was okay with this because in my head. I thought it was fine in the sense that Shirogane and Shinomiya is kind of assumed that would be happening, right?
Yeah, but Shinomiya, her internal thoughts are very intrusive.
But that's just been the bit. At
That
this
has
point,
been
it's
the
been the
bit.
bit. It's just more like, when is it going to happen?
Yeah.
While with Ishigami and what's her face?
What's her name?
It's gonna bother me. It's pink hair girl, right?
Yeah.
Or she was in the cheer squad. We're gonna find out. Oh, Subame. Yeah, Subame. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She was cute. I thought I liked
She
her
was cute.
character design.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see though. It is funny to see, but I can see why people are like, oh, it's like a tug of war between the two.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess my argument is, honestly, I kind of already knew that was gonna happen with Shinomiya and Shirogane. It was just a matter of when, or they're gonna tug at our heartstrings and make it worse.
Did you feel frustrated at some point with Shinomiya?
No,
because I think
that's
her bit. That's her bit.
That's
so
the bit. That's why I was like, if you don't, it's just. But they address it, like
yeah, they do.
Like Hayasaka met, like, essentially was like, when she finally, like, it was like, you could tell that the character development, you can tell, was happening when Hayasaka was like, or she told Hayasaka like, oh, I just need to confess, and she was like, oh my god, it's actually happening.
You're really gonna confess? Yeah.
Like she was, but like, see, they're self-aware. It's self-aware of like what's going on. So that's why I guess I never got fully. But at this point, I'm not, and I don't think I was that. I'm trying to remember if I was or not. Honestly, I don't think I was. I wasn't annoyed. Were you though?
I was a little frustrated, just because there was tension, like you said.
For the sake of tension at this point.
For the sake of tension, yeah. I just felt like, I think at a certain point, your intrusive thoughts are just gonna have to be shoved,
Mm-hmm.
in the back of your mind and just kind of go for it. But I understand this is like an anime. They're in high school. They, they're kind of their first crushes and everything, first love, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Which makes for a good anime. But I was frustrated. I was like, they were so close to telling each other, like, in the first 4 episodes. And then you're just like, nope, we're going to take a little break. We're going to do into a little rapping, a little festival. But, like, every time they were, like, together or they had, like, an issue, it was so close yet so far. Like,
yeah.
Did you have any favorite parts?
I like the through line with Ishigami and the senpai, or I like the through line in that every time he would make an attempt to like do something with her, all the other guys, because she's so popular, all the glasses guys is like getting upset and like they just get pissed at him. It's like, dang it, how dare he do, like, because they're also trying to do the same thing. They're trying to like flirt with her and like get her attention and everything. Yeah. But Ishigami would just shut them down. But it's like, at first you're like, oh, he's just that good. No. He's like, not just that good, but he's planning. No. He's not. He was dumb with the one obvious thing.
Yeah.
But with the whole, like planning on how to ask her to do stuff, he's like shutting everyone down on purpose. He's like,
here we go.
Yeah. Except the one time when he gave the heart, and that's the one thing he didn't even know, that he's like, oh, I presented a heart.
That was probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen, because he didn't realize he was like showing his affection to her until like the last episode, basically second to last episode. It took like 4 episodes, and 3 to 4 episodes, and he was just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, like, why are we out here?
No, yeah, it's like, even when they're outside and she's like, oh, are you okay with waiting? And he's like, yeah, sure, we have to, because he's so oblivious. Whatever flower doesn't blossom at that point until like they watch the play, and he's like, oh, I just did that.
He's like, I did it.
I have another favorite moment too, but what's yours, just in case?
I like the episode where Shirogane can't make balloon animals or balloon figures. And I think the funniest part about that is that Chika is always the person that gets the blow of his cons, basically everything he's not good at.
But it's because of her motherly nature that she must help.
Yes, and what's funny was that one of their classmates was like, "You're bad at this, don't do this." And then Chica's like, "Wait, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that." And then she started freaking out. She's like, "Here, you just got the wrong balloons. Go back to the like student council room and like figure it out." But then that evolved into him, like, you know, being able to make figures and hearts and stuff.
He can do that one. I like how all these little things. That's the one thing that they did well, in my opinion, where they made me forget that all of this was because of the festival.
Yeah.
Like most of the stuff that happens, I kept thinking it was a random thing, but it was all for the festival at the end of the day, right? So I thought that was really good. So, jumping off from your favorite thing,
yes,
because I thought this was even better, was the one time where Shirigane's sister Kay, I think.
Kay, yeah.
And then her friend, which is also Chika's sister.
Oh God.
The sister was so infatuated with Shirigane. But then like
it's like Moha, I think, or something.
Yeah,
Moha.
something like that.
Yeah.
But then she they're like, because Chika's trying to tell her to not be interested, because she's like, oh, even though he has this thing, when he's bad at something, he's really bad. Like she's trying to prove and protect her sister, but that somehow she's so twisted, or not twisted, but like she's so infatuated that like the love goggles are on too tight.
A little bit, yeah.
But then once she tried to prove a point, and she's like, oh, try to do this, but then Shirigane just happens to do it no problem. I think it was juggling.
It was a juggling. And then he's like, my grandma knows how to juggle like 8 items, but I can only do 3 or something like that.
And it's like, what?
That was funny.
That whole time she was trying to prove like, oh, he can't, when he's bad, he's really bad. But then every random thing she would choose, he was fine.
Yeah, Chika's sister is on a whole nother level.
So funny.
Quite lovely child.
Hilarious.
She's absolutely crazy, and I think that was like the funniest part.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but it's like starts with an M. I think you're right.
Yeah, Moha.
Moha? Oh.
Yeah, Moha. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I see it.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay.
How did you? Oh. Wait, what were we gonna ask?
Do you have any negatives though? Because we talked about like the episode, the pacing. I know where you're going, so I just want to make sure before.
Oh yeah, so you watched it weekly, so I get your pros and cons about it. But since I bulk watched it, I had no issues. Like I had no negative feelings about it. I thought the pacing was really good. I agree with you. I did forget that basically everything was piecing together the festival.
Yeah.
Because they did it so well at masking it.
Yeah.
Like each part's like little puzzles of it. But yeah, I had no issues. I thought this was like a really good season. It's a great romance anime.
Really good, because essentially, I also forget that this show breaks things up into not arcs, but like little like parts.
Yeah, like mini parts.
Most of the time it's like 3, maybe 4, but yeah, I think the last 3 episodes was essentially like 3 to 6 parter sometimes.
Yeah.
Or could have been.
Could have been.
About how they want to make each other confess. And it was so good. It was so funny.
Yes. How did you feel about Stanford? I was sweating.
That was also, they did a very good job in essentially making the tension happen, but also cutting out details. Obviously, it's classic, cut out certain details, but here's the big reveal.
Yeah.
But Stanford got me. It did make me. That's when I was like, oh, this may not happen. Oh God, what's gonna happen? Is this actually a depressing anime at the very end? Because I personally thought this was the end. I thought this was last season.
Oh, really?
I did not know. Okay. Because the way it ended, I was like, oh, remember? Because if you go back, on our last episode, you were like, "Oh, is there more?" I was like, "No, there's no more."
Yeah. I know you were very adamant.
I was very adamant. But then now that I hear it, I was like, oh, I don't know how much more they can do now, because I feel like that was the payoff, and I felt like, oh wait, no. Let's actually go to that. With the payoff, I was actually, it was so good. I think I sat there. I was satisfied. I was happy, because me and my wife were sitting there. We're like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Oh God, it's gonna happen. And then when it finally happened, dude,
happy.
I was like, I think there's a meme on TikTok or Reels, and it's like, in American television, you're like, you see someone like having sex, and you're like, okay, all right, that's fine. While here, it's like, they're holding hands.
They're kissing. I was so happy. And then like within the like the festival plot, there was like another piece to it. It was just like a little mystery for Chica.
Oh yeah, because like, of the reveal, it's just throwing off Chica essentially. Yeah.
Thankfully, because she tends to like
mess things up.
But honestly, the confessions, it was great. I was satisfied.
When they confessed that dude, okay, I did not expect, because I just thought, oh, he's gonna go to, so yeah, the whole thing is he's going to Stanford, and I was like, oh no, what can she do? And then he was like, oh, just go to Stanford with me. I was like, wait, duh. Well, because here in America, at least when I remember in like high school, once you go to college, most people either break up or they try to make it work.
Yeah, the long distance.
90% of the time they break up.
Yeah.
So
well, and this is like a different country too.
That's what I was saying. Like
abroad.
Here, that's why I was like, it's different, right?
Yeah.
Well, also they're like like higher level school, like they're private. Yeah. They're private in a sense.
School. Yeah.
So I get it's different, but for me, my expectation was, oh no, they're gonna have to break up.
Yeah.
Because that's all I knew, right?
But they kissed. They held hands. That was all I ever wanted out of those two.
See, and that's why I genuinely thought that's it. Because I was like, that's honestly, it could end there. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it could end there.
You don't, but I guess
there's more. There's more. There's a movie coming out next year.
See, I remember you said that, and then I think that's where I was confused. We were talking about in the last episode, and I was like, what could the movie be about?
Yeah.
Shoot. I thought canon. Maybe, it's canon, so I didn't know. I, as a person that doesn't read the manga,
same.
I thought the movie might have been like, oh, look, this is where they are now, but there's more. So here we are.
There's more, yeah. And I think season 4 will be announced post movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's more. What do you? Okay, so since we're talking about the ending, and we both are satisfied with it, and it could end here. Like legitimately, it could have just ended here. And we both don't read the manga, so what do you predict is going to happen next? What do you want to see?
I don't know if I want to. I already saw what I wanted to see, but I guess what I'm predicting is, because I was trying to think, oh, now that we know there's more, what could be the next big issue? And it's her family. Yeah. They always keep alluding to, my guess is her family's going to cause an issue where she can't go to like Stanford or something, right? Or
that is true. Yeah.
Like that's my prediction. It's just some family's gonna mess up something, because they were brought up in season 1. Season 2 wasn't that much. Not even this one.
It wasn't. Not even this one.
So I'm pretty sure it's gonna bring it back up again, because season 1 was like another level of like espionage they had to do to like get her out of the house because of the family, right? And because of her family name. But who knows? So I guess that's one. The other one is something happens with Stanford, kind of too, or it's just they just have to learn how to deal with being in a relationship. Yeah, or date.
I just want to see them have the ups and downs of dating. I think that'd be really fun to see.
The love goggles are about to come off, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, and I really want to see them in like go on one date and see like what happens, like an official date where like no one interrupts. They got
because now they're a thing, or they're gonna be a thing. They should be a thing.
They should be a thing.
Love is hard.
But love is war.
I was.
Got them there. But yeah, Harrison,
so good.
Do you have any
So
other closing thoughts? Anything else about season 3?
Ishigami's my boy. I hope it works out.
So do you ship him with the other girl? I forget her name.
I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's gonna work with Tsubame. I don't know if it's gonna. It's funny because I thought they were trying to ship him with Miko.
That's what it looked like too.
That's what it looked like. They kept kind of alluding to it, but then they kept pushing this one, and it looks like it was gonna work. I thought it was gonna not work, and then pivot to Miko, but now I have no idea. So.
But it could, because Ishigami did do something nice for Miko. At the end. Yeah,
at the very end with the whole like fireplace. That's why I was like, now I can't tell.
Or maybe we can figure out who Ishigami could go with.
Yeah. Now this is the next part.
Which way is this gamer boy gonna go?
See, I thought it would make sense with Miko, but then when they threw in Tsubame, I was like, oh, because Tsubame is like 3rd year. Is she not?
Yeah, she is. She's 3rd year.
It's a train on my side.
It's okay. You say it every episode. It's fine.
It's like if someone hears sirens, they don't want to think
it's them.
That it's them.
It's them.
But
okay, yeah, I agree. I want to see a lot of dating in there.
Next one's all dating.
Yeah. Oh, you know what just popped up? Do you think either one of them are brave enough to do it? Like, do it. Like, 4th base, do it.
No. What kind of question is that? No. Not even close.
I think one of them's got to have the balls.
No. It's not going to happen. Not even close.
You don't think so? You don't think
oh yeah, okay. We're talking about Shirogane and like Kage, right?
Yeah.
No. Oh god, no. They're both too like they're a special level of naive. It's not gonna happen. Like it's not like they don't know it. I don't think it's gonna happen.
That's true.
We won't see it.
Shinomiya's a little bit naive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard no.
I mean, it took her 3 seasons to just get to the hand holding and kissing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So okay.
Yeah, no.
I feel like one of them's brave enough to like consent and like do it.
What, Shirogane? That's my guess, but I don't think it's gonna happen still.
I feel like Shinomiya's like can be surprising on her own terms.
No, she's gonna be super flustered and she's gonna fail. At the rate we're going, that's true.
5 seasons later, and they do it.
And plus, they're still in high school. There's no way they're gonna like.
Hey, you never know. He's going abroad soon.
Yeah, they're in high school. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, we'll see. I have not read it, and I know you haven't. So
yeah,
we'll have to wait and see for the movie in season 4.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to this and I'm gonna be like, who was right?
They won't kiss again, and then they won't get the payoff again. It's my bet.
They're going to have to.
We got the payoff, but it won't happen again. And we're like, oh no, it's too awkward now.
Oh no, they're not gonna date.
Wow.
Okay. You don't have anything else? I don't have anything else.
No, just can't wait for season. The movie, I guess, first.
Movie first. Yeah. Me too. Well, thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon at NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button and notification bell to get updates for when we upload, and subscribe. Red buttons below me. Let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? We have like a new side. I don't know. We have something new coming up shortly, soon.
There should be another episode, or there should have been another episode that dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still planning it out. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, yeah. But we upload every Monday and the first Friday of every month for our news dumpy. If you want us to start reading, let Harrison know, because he's slow. Because I'm caught up on a lot of stuff. I don't know about you.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want us to game, Twitch, let us know. Okay, bye.
Bye. I want her to game. It's funny, by the way.